In today's video, I'm going to be locking in my final Euro 2024 predictions. The tournament is fast approaching, I can't wait for it. But before we get into that, if you guys are new here, make sure to hit subscribe. Also, go check out my TikTok. It's the same username as the YouTube because that is the main place where I ask for your guys' suggestions, takes, everything like that. So for example, the hot takes I just went, most of the hot takes came from TikTok. I do also post it to YouTube Shorts, but just to be sure, your best chance is going to the TikTok. I ask for most days, ask a different topic. At the minute, I'm asking, what rule would you change in football? So that video will be out soon, and all of the suggestions will basically be from TikTok. So make sure to go check that out. Also, like I said, hit subscribe, notifications on, and also let me know right now, before you hear any of my opinions, who do you have to win the entire thing? Is it as simple as England, France, maybe a Germany? What do you think? Make sure to let me know down below before I get into mine. But here it is. We've got this kind of layout, so I have to pick first, second, and also predict who are going to be the best third place teams. And then we go on to the knockouts, and that's where it gets a bit interesting. The group shouldn't be too controversial, hopefully, but I guess we'll have to get into it and see. So, Group A, I think this one's quite straightforward for first place. It's got to be Germany, in my opinion. So that instantly locks Germany into the round of 16. And now, this is where it gets interesting. Second place, I have a few angry Scottish fans after me after I said I don't think they have much of a chance of winning the Euros. So do I make them happy and put them second? No, I do not. I'm going to go outrageous. Actually, maybe no, I'm not. I was going to say I'm going to go outrageous, but I think Scotland should come second. I think this is a group perfect for Scotland. You can drop points to Germany, but as long as you pick them up in the other two games, you should be alright coming second. And in third place, I think I'm going to go Switzerland. Yeah, I'd quite like to see Switzerland through, and obviously that gives them a good chance of still getting through. Now, Group B, one of the hardest groups to predict. Probably this and Group D are the two hardest. I think first is relatively straightforward. Sorry, Italians and Croatians, and Albanians, but I don't think you were ever really in the running for first place. Spain are first. I've got that bit locked in, but second and third is where it gets a bit interesting. Do I think Croatia can pull off a bit of an upset, if we're being honest, and beat Italy to that second place? I'm trying to think about the level of players they have. It's a good squad, obviously aging a bit now, but international tournaments never quite go how you think they will. So my mind says Italy, but I'm going to go Croatia. I think there's going to be an upset in the groups, and this could be the group for it. You very rarely go in a major tournament of Euros or World Cup or Copa America without a major upset in the group stage, and I think this could be one of them. I'm going to obviously put Italy as third, and I'm yet to decide whether they're going to be good enough as a third place to get through or not. That is for later. But for now, we've got Germany first, Scotland second, then we've got Spain first, Croatia second. But Italy and Switzerland, you're not out quite yet. That is for me to decide out of all the third places who I think has the best chance. Now, this one is interesting. Group C, obviously it's England, Denmark, Serbia, Slovenia. If you watched my prediction video in terms of how likely I think each team is, you know who's going first. It's England. And also, you probably have worked out by now who's coming second. It's quite a straightforward group in that sense, I think. Well, for predicting anyway. Knowing England, they'll come second. Serbia will top the group and Denmark will come third. Something stupid like that. It's England. You can never quite predict it right. But in theory, England should breeze the group, come first. Denmark second. And I'm going to lock in Serbia into third place. But I would not be surprised if any three of those teams really come third or second. It wouldn't be out of the realms of possibility if Denmark came third, Serbia second. Serbia definitely have the squad to come second. It's just whether they can actually perform on the biggest stage, which is something they failed to do at the World Cup. But I think that's half the groups done. What do you think so far? Quickly write in the comments, after 3 groups done, what do you reckon? If you're still here now, make sure to drop a like and let's continue. And Group D. This is where we might get a bit controversial, so let's adjust the seating for this one. So, I'm thinking Netherlands might have quite a good tournament, but the question is, are they going to beat France in the group stages? My sole thinking here is, France and Netherlands are probably going to both beat Austria and Poland. Well, on paper, you'd expect them to. So it all comes down to the France v Netherlands game and who I think gets the better of the other team. I quite like Netherlands, but I don't know if they quite have the star power to be beating France. So I'm going to go boring again. I'm going to go France. I'm then going to go Netherlands. And this is a bit of a debate. In Austria v Poland. Right now in the comments, who would you be picking? Austria or Poland for a third place finish? I'm going to go Austria. I think I could see Austria getting a result against Poland and maybe a draw against one of the other two. But they're so hard to predict. You never know. France could draw all 3 games. It's international tournaments. You can never be so sure. And Group E should not be too difficult to predict at all. Well, at least the first place. In theory, it should be an easy Belgium first place. And then I'm going with a Ukraine second place. And I don't know about these. I think it's got to be, I think I've got to back Slovakia. Actually, no. I'll back Romania. I'll go out there. I know in the last video I said no chance in hell. But why not? Let's change our opinion. Let's put them in third place. And that still gives them the slightest chance of making it to the knockout rounds. They probably won't. But why not? We need to go for something a bit more outrageous. And now we have Portugal, Czech Republic, Georgia and Turkey. This group's really interesting because I think you'd expect Portugal to breeze it. But Czech Republic, they could cause a few difficulties. Same with Turkey. I think Georgia are going to be fourth. I think I'll say that now. I don't think Georgia are getting through this group. It's the ordering of the others. And I haven't done anything outrageous yet. So, why not Czech Republic first, Portugal second, Turkey third? That's not really what my heart or my head is saying. But I haven't done anything quite outrageous yet. And there's bound to be something that no one predicts happening. So, why not? Why not? Let's put Czech Republic first. Why not back the Czech Republic to get a result against Portugal, beat Turkey, beat Georgia, and that easily sees them first place. I don't really think it's going to happen, but I think something weird will happen in the group stages. And I think this could be the group where it happens. Either Group E or F, I could see something slightly weird happening. So that is what we've locked in for the group stages. So Group A, we got Germany first, Scotland second, Switzerland third, Hungary fourth. Then Group B, we've got Spain first, Croatia second, Italy third, and Albania fourth. Group C, we've got it coming home, England first, Denmark second, Serbia third, Slovenia fourth. Then Group D, France first, Netherlands second, Austria third, Poland fourth. Group E, Belgium first, Ukraine second, Romania third, and Slovakia in fourth. And finally, Group F, the outrageous shout, is Czech Republic first, Portugal second, Turkey third, and Georgia coming in last. Now, moving on to the knockout stages. As you can see here, we've got all of them just to your left here. But before we go on to the individual matchups, we're actually going to pick the best third place teams. So, who do I think is going to come best out of these first 4? We got Switzerland, Austria, Romania, and Turkey. But to do this, really, you've got to look at the groups. So, you might think, oh, okay, so Austria have the best group, so they're probably going to be the best third place. But the weaker groups gives you more opportunities to pick up points, and it's all down to points at the end of the day. So, I don't know if Austria will, purely because they could easily lose to France and Netherlands. And that might not be enough to see them come third place. I'm going to go with Turkey. I think this Group F could be really close. So I think Turkey isn't too stupid of a pick for that one. And it gives us a Spain-Turkey round of 16, which I don't mind one bit. And now to face Czech Republic, I've got to go Italy. I'm not saying Italy to get knocked out of the entire thing, but I think that's fair enough, Italy there. And let's just check. Switzerland have the group with Scotland and Germany. I think Switzerland, if they don't come second, could be a best third place team. And finally, we have to pick for England's matchup, either Austria or Romania. And I know I said I can't see Austria doing it, but I think they've got more of a chance than Romania, sadly. I think they've got more of a chance of winning a couple games here or there, potentially. So, we're going to go with Austria. And that is it. We now have our round of 16 matchups. And the first one to decide is Spain v Turkey. And it should be quite straightforward. I mean, you never know. But I am going to go Spain to win the first knockout game of the entire thing. And now we have Germany v Denmark, and the winner will be facing Spain. If you haven't watched the last video, make sure to go watch it now. But I have Germany doing very well this tournament, and for that reason, I can't put anyone but them to win in the first round. So that leaves us with a Spain-Germany quarterfinal. We're not quite predicting that one yet. We've got a lot more to get through, but that's going to be an interesting one. Now it's Czech Republic, v Italy. Now this game would be really interesting if it actually came to it in round of 16. Because the only way Czech Republic would get here is if they had an unbelievable group stage. So if they did have that unbelievable group stage and Italy didn't, you'd maybe back Czech Republic. But I think Italy might have a bit too much experience on the big stages to lose to Czech Republic in a knockout game. I think it could be a close game if it happened. We could be looking at extra time or something. But I think Italy would have enough to get the job done in a knockout game against Czech Republic. When the pressure's really on, I think they have a lot of experience in that team, and I'd be surprised if they were to lose. But we now have Netherlands or Ukraine, and the winner faces Italy. We're not going to take too long on this one. I don't see Netherlands slipping up to Ukraine. So that is the first half of the knockouts done, and we're left with the 4 major teams from it. We haven't gone for an upset yet, but I think there might be a couple still to come. Next is Belgium v Switzerland. And this is where maybe the first outrageous take is coming. Well, of the knockout anyway. Obviously, you already know I've put Czech Republic first. But I'm going Switzerland. Purely because I don't think the Belgium squad is going to stay fit for the entire thing. I could sadly see De Bruyne picking up a knock in the group stages, missing the first knockout game. And a team like Switzerland, obviously in my case it's Switzerland, it could be someone else in real life. I could see them causing a few issues for them. And for that reason, I don't think Belgium will get very far. I don't think... The issue is, it could go one of two ways. If De Bruyne stays fit, if everyone's fit and playing well, they could get to the final. But I'm not predicting that. I'm predicting them to get knocked out in the round of 16 to Switzerland. And France v Portugal is an unbelievable game for the first knockout round. And this is a tough one. I don't feel I can have France go out yet. We've got to put France to go through. Portugal's squad does look really, really good. But I mean, so does France's. And Mbappe is just a game changer. I can't see Mbappe in his current state with the move to Real Madrid just gone through. You got Tchouaméni, Camavinga. I don't think that Real Madrid link-up is going out in the round of 16. I think they are literally too good for that. And let's not even bother talking about this one. England going all the way. Let me spoil that for you now. We're at least getting to the semis. We're not losing. England are going to win the entire thing, is what I keep telling myself. But in actual fact, we probably lose to Austria in the round of 16. Now we've got Scotland and Croatia. Now this is an interesting one. We either get a Scotland-England quarterfinal or we get a repeat of the semi-final of the World Cup. I don't know what I'd rather as an England fan. Who would you rather get your revenge on? Let me know if you are an England fan down below. Would you rather beat Scotland in a big tournament in a knockout game? Or would you rather get the revenge on Croatia? Make sure to let me know down below. I think Scotland could have a good little tournament here. And I'm going to put Scotland to get through. I'm going to make it up to the people, to the Scottish fans that got a bit annoyed last time. I'm going to go with Scotland. So after the first round of knockouts, we're left with Spain v Germany, which is an absolute banger, by the way. If that happens in real life, get me a ticket to that. That is an absolute banger of a game. In Germany's home, well, obviously Germany are hosting as well. Banger. Then we've got Italy, Netherlands. Again, should be an absolute classic. Switzerland, France, potential for a big upset. And then England, Scotland would be an unbelievable game. And I hope it happens. For Scotland's sake, I hope they get to the quarters so they can face us. But let's go through this now. Spain, Germany. I think it's got to be Germany going through. Spain are good, but I think Germany might just be that one step better. And I don't see Germany going out in the quarters of this tournament. So for that reason, realistically, no matter who they come up against here, I think they're getting through to the semis minimum. It's sad for Spain because I really like their team. Their midfield especially has so much talent. But I mean, Germany is just next level at the minute. And they're the home nation. I don't think they're going to be that much underperforming. Italy, Netherlands is an extremely, extremely hard game to pick. Italy or Netherlands. And I'm going to back the defence of Netherlands of Ake, De Ligt, Van Dijk. I'm going to back that defence, basically, to be the difference maker. I think Netherlands might have a really strong defensive tournament, and it will see them through in these tight knockout games, or at least the first two anyway. So that leaves us with a Germany-Netherlands as our first semi-final. And now Switzerland, France. I mean, I've got to go France. The England fan of me wants to put Switzerland so we don't have to face France in the semis, but I mean, let's be real. It is going to be France if Switzerland and France match up. I mean, you never know, but the money would have to go on to France. And that leaves us with one more quarter-final. England v Scotland. And this is where we get an England win against Scotland. Scotland are out the tournament, but it's a good tournament for them. A quarter-final of the Euros, you can't complain at all. Getting through the group, winning one knockout game, that's a successful tournament for Scotland. But I don't think they're going to have enough to beat England. I think that is where their tournament is going to end. And this leaves us with the big semi-finals. It's Germany and Netherlands on one side and France and England on the other. And let's start with the Germany-Netherlands. So I think it's going to be a Germany. I think it just has to be. They've had a tough route to there. They've had Denmark, Spain, Netherlands. That's not an easy route to the final at all. So it's very possible that they do slip up at one of them. And I wouldn't be surprised at all. But on paper, I think you've got to go for this German side. While they're going to have mainly home fans there in their own stadiums, I think the money's got to be on Germany in that game. And France and England, obviously we saw how this went at the World Cup. A pretty close game if we're being honest. And I think personally, England's team has made major improvements since then. Bellingham's development, it's obviously only been like a year and a half, but Bellingham, Rice, Foden, just them three alone, their development over the last 3 years has been astronomical. Even John Stones as well. They've grown so much as players. Obviously, you can say the same for France, players like Camavinga, Tchouameni, but I think that the England youth might just be a bit too much. But no, it is. England are getting through, and that leaves us with an England v Germany final. We saw how it went before. Obviously, England beat Germany in the last tournament game we played them. But this is a completely different squad now. And this is a tough game to pick. I'd be happy with an England fan if we can avoid Germany until the final. Because we've had a relatively easy route. If you look at this, Austria, Scotland isn't too bad compared to Germany's Denmark and Spain. If we get through France, I don't see why we couldn't get through Germany. But my head's saying Germany. I think Germany is their tournament this year. But I've got to go with my heart. And for that reason, England are going to win the entire Euros. There's a good chance they don't. There's a good chance they get knocked out in the quarterfinals. But I'd be stupid not to back the England to win the entire thing. If you have made it all the way to the end, let me know down below. What do you think of that tournament tree? With my results in the group stages, would you have had any of the knockouts go different ways? Let me know down below. Would you have had Scotland beat England? But that is obviously where we're going to leave it for this video. I have England winning the entire tournament, but obviously make sure to let me know, who do you have winning the entire thing? Is it Germany? Is it France? Is it an outsider? Is it Spain? Make sure to let me know, and also make sure follow the TikTok to get involved in future videos like future hot takes. Ask for them most days on my TikTok, and also turn notifications, drop a like, drop a comment, make sure you're subscribed. But until next time, thanks for watching and goodbye.